And everybody who's enjoying racing and fashion is at the Vodacom Durban July, which is expected to inject 300 million rand into KwaZulu-Natal's economy, with more than 40,000 people expected to attend this year's event. First held in 1897, can you believe it? Yep, the July has become Durban's most prestigious annual event and is one of the biggest horse racing events in Africa. Well, for an update of how things are playing out, we now cross to our SABC news reporter Nombuso Mahlangu. Nombuso?
And she'll be telling us a bit more about the economy of Durban and what it means for them, for this event to be hosted by them all these years. Hi, Ms. Winile, please tell us a bit more about the Durban tourism, how it's affected and how you guys are winning with this event.
Thank you. Well, first I'd like to just say that it's a vibrant day. It's been good. The horse racing's been good. The people are excited. The visitors are excited. They're betting and they're spending a lot of money. So the economy of Durban is actually growing, and the day is still young. There's a couple of hours left and we're very excited. Now, coming to the economic spin-offs, since the people have started arriving, from Wednesday, going to be leaving, most of them on Tuesday or Monday, it's been the Vodacom Durban July having a huge economic spin-off for us. Now, one of the critical things is the job creation, and that's different products within the tourism space, and also just products within Durban, from restaurants, hotels, the shuttle services, transport services, the fuel, petrol stations. They're benefiting in a big way because there's a lot of money exchanging from the visitors. Now, what also is important is the element of job creation that is actually happening, from this massive event. So for us as Durban, with the Vodacom Durban July, that is having like 55,000 people and about 13,000 of those as visitors coming from outside, we are very excited to say over this period about 100 million has been a direct spend from those visitors, and that spend is also filtering to products that are within townships, because we've got other products that are in the townships in terms of them that are going to be benefiting from the spin-offs of the Vodacom Durban July in as far as dispersal is concerned. And that as well is where the economic activity is going to be happening. So we're very excited as the city of Durban because the job creation is the most critical thing. As you would know, South Africa, recently there's been a release of a 27% unemployment rate. So we're excited that through such vehicles we're able to declare and sort of contribute to the reduction of that unemployment rate.
Now let's talk about the vendors that would like to come to such an event to be showcasing the stuff or their brand. How can they be involved in such an event?
All right. What is exciting is that the preparations of this event, they start way in advance, and we are excited as well that the local vendors, they benefit, because with the traffic that is around, even from the boundaries of this area, there's some economic activity that is happening there. People are actually selling, some different items. So that is where the circular of income actually starts. And also within town, that is where the circular of income is happening. Now, when it comes here within Durban, or within the race course, the vendors that actually come in here, because there's also critical elements of compliance, they are screened before. But what is exciting for us is that it's local people that actually benefit. And it's not only about, the issues of food, but it's also the issues of artists, because there's a lot of entertainment that goes on here. So local artists, they actually also get a platform, to perform, including the emerging artists, because it becomes a springboard for them to actually perform and be exposed and be known, and they are able to get gigs when they are able to be seen by those people. And then as well as the fashion elements, locally we've got emerging designers whom, like 5 years ago, they were emerging designers, but today they're big names and they are known because they've been sharing the stage, the main fashion fair stage of the Vodacom Durban July with well-known names. So that is a big deal for us as Durban.
Thank you, Ms. Funile. And I can hear the national anthem is being sang. I'm not sure whether they're congratulating the winners or not, but rather with me here, I'd like to talk to John. He's from Tuhosan. Now we'll be talking briefly about the residential areas and the hotels, how they accommodate such people, such an amount of people coming into the country. How do you do that, John? How do you prepare for such an amount of people coming into the city, rather?
I've got to say, when you look at the Durban July in the calendar of Durban's and South Africa's social scene, it is one of the highlights of the year. From an accommodation perspective, it means a lot to us. When you think about people coming down to Durban, I don't think even during the festive season you get the kind of numbers and the kind of excitement that it brings into the city. So we at Sokosan, I'm from the Beverly Hills, the first 5-star hotel in South Africa. We're absolutely thrilled to have this event, and it really means a lot to us because it brings South Africa together, and for me that really means a lot because Africa is a place of the future. I'm very, very confident. We've always said Durban is the city of the future, and we're very, very happy to partner with Durban Tourism, with TKZN Tourism, to make this city and this province a much better place to be in.
Thank you so much, John. And the national anthem actually was showing that the 7th race is due. Back to you, Peter, in studio.
Nombuso, thanks very much indeed. So it's all happening at the Durban July. It's 300 million being injected into the economy there as a result of this one event, which is great to see.